I just woke up to the most loveliest, most realistic vision ever. A man whose heart was tender and spirit compassionate towards me. And he says, "Well, I love you." So he pulls me into his arms and he says, I got some washing to do in the tub, but so last night I washed up with the towelettes. So in this vision, I was walking into his arms. I said, "Well, I can't do anything right now. I need a bath. I need a bath." So he just gently pulled me into my arms. He said, "Well, I will give you some loving, but you wake up in the morning and you hold your urine." So he kind of like pressed down on my tummy a little bit, and it was full of urine. It was hurting. He's like, "Don't hold your urine when you wake up in the morning." He said, "Your breath stink." Everybody have morning breath. But it's like, well, I can pardon all that. So he continues to pull me gently into his arms, and I was just blushing and everything. And so I was submitting to walking into his arms, and he was going to give me a kiss. Then he says, "Oh, by the way, I've been chewing on the same gum for 3 days." You can't chew on the same gum for 3 days. Oh, yuck! But it was, I just woke up. It was way too funny. Well, how do you not do that? I do wake up in the morning, and yeah, I've got bad habits. To wake up in the morning, hold my urine. It's like some people when you wake them up, they get mad. I guess I get mad with the toilet when I wake up. I was in here like 10 minutes, hold my urine in. Let me stop that. That's bad. I'll bladder matter. But anyway, that was the most loveliest, most sweetest, most tastefulest, nastiest dream of awesome constructive criticism I ever saw. It wasn't a dream, it was a vision. Dreams are not always real, but when it's a vision and the person actually sent their spirit, that's real. It's not like that. See, I keep telling you, you can't look at that. Not even the housework where I do my laundry. There's a difference. And when you by yourself, the term is true. Single people get away with dirt. But why you want to get away with dirt against yourself? Because it's not really against us. I mean, when you with somebody else, you will have zero complaint. We perk up when we with you. But when we behind closed doors, it ain't nobody's business what we do. So that means, especially if you're not working right now, why are you getting up, getting ready, and dolled up and everything, and you ain't got nowhere to go? But if you had somebody in your life to respect, a husband, kids, you know, ain't no one in her right mind is gonna miss her P's and Q's. It's just simply ain't like that. Well, I saw you walk around the house with the same shirt on and same stuff on 3 days. How did you see that? Did that person open the door that you didn't see that? So stop thinking like that. There is zero fault finding with me. You ain't gonna say nothing about the housework. Nothing. Just remember that. You're not supposed to look on the house of a single woman or single anybody uh, if they didn't open the door and let you in. But part of it's not understood. We are people. We have to prepare ourselves. Then we present ourselves to you prepared. But if you come in another kind of way, you're like St. John 14, where Jesus said, "I'm the door, the way, the truth, and the life. You have to come to the Father by me. If you try to come in another way, you're a thief, a liar, and a robber. And you can't climb up that heavenly ladder another way. You can't get in. You can't fast without Jesus and go to Gabriel or Father Abraham. Now you got to come to me. So if you didn't come to my front door, whatever you say you saw that grieved you, you're holding yourself back foolishly, because it's not like that. You can't be a thief, a liar, and a robber and say, well, you didn't wash your clothes, you hold your pee, or whatever your fault finding is with stolen knowledge. You stole knowledge from me that I did not want you to have. You have to be a man. You have to ring the bell. You have to send a letter when you're coming. If I knew you was coming, I'd have baked the cake. I'd have got dolled up. I'd threw some bleaching pies all around here. Just remember that term. Single people get away with dirt. But when we are with you, you will not find no fault with me whatsoever. It's just the way it is.